Hey, family. Welcome back to the Shack, also known as the Cosmic Healing for Alchemist Cafe. I am Shea, your intuitive guide and message bringer on the channel. Back to bring you another message for the collective. Of course, messages are always confirmation for what you already know or have picked up in your spirit. This is just your confirmation. Taking a second to cleanse the energy here. It looks like, though, at the forefront of the situation, we have triumph over adversity. Okay. You're experiencing some form of triumph over adversities here. Okay. And here it looks like the outcome will be you'll be receiving some form of news from afar. Okay. But somebody's remembering that a hard head makes a soft ass in this message here. Let me get a quick prayer in. Holy angels, archangels, spirit guides, holy ancestors of my divine light that guide me on a daily, along with my higher self, please surround and assist me in giving messages for the collective. I ask that your messages are clear and concise for the purpose of course, anyone that would be receiving confirmation for whatever situations that are going on. I thank you for your love, light, guidance, protection, wisdom, and your help. Okay. Archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Sandalphon. Please assist in this message, protecting our energy, blocking all the gates from the north, south, east, west, and of the underworld and the heavenly realms. I ask that you clear any stuck or stagnant energy in my earth star, my heart chakra, my throat chakra, my third eye chakra, as well as my crown. Please block all negative energy or frequencies being thrown at this message. I ask that you block, deflect, redirect, cancel, burn, block, bind, and rebuke any negative energy being thrown at this message to block or misguide the collective. Now, of course, messages are fluid. I could be picking up on something from the past, present, or future. He could be a she could be a he as well. Okay? So use your discernment and take messages as they resonate. All right, I usually go off the energy of the cards. Okay, so I'll say she, but if in your situation it is a he, then of course that is when you apply your discernment and take it as it resonates. If it does not fit, then you must acquit. All right, leave it for someone else it does fit for. Don't forget to like, comment if you resonate. Just like anyway as you come on in. Subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Hit that notification bell so that when I am posting messages, you are notified to tap on in. Okay? So let's get started with this message here, okay? Because you're like a knight, okay? Or maybe there's a knight in shining armor in your energy collective, okay? This person is possibly in remembrance, or there is possibly a karmic feminine who's remembering that a hard head makes a soft ass here. Somebody's been doing something that's unacceptable, okay? And maybe this knight is possibly helping you triumph over a situation. Maybe you are this knight here that is receiving triumph over adversity here. There's a karmic feminine, though, in the environment that's going the distance. We have 1111 here. This person possibly could be a part of a twin flame dynamic, or maybe try to interfere in a twin dynamic, come in between a twin flame dynamic here. Okay. going the distance to fit themselves in the middle of your situation or become a part of your environment or social network. There's a karmic fam looking like Wednesday off Adam's Family, and somebody didn't know that they were a witch here. That's what the card says. I'm just reading it as it says, and somebody's in their emotion because some relationship is over. This could be this karmic feminine, okay? Somebody has put something to an end, okay? They're getting no second chances, okay? While you're growing and transforming, what's dead is dead here, okay? So somebody has put an ending to this karmic feminine's tyrannical behavior I'm getting here. You've possibly even found your purpose here. I know what I am, and I am here and what I am here to do, okay? So you may be finding yourself making the best out of a bad situation after a karmic femme tried to come in and have some sort of tyrannic tantrum. I just got here. But you know your purpose, okay? You're in your God body, child. Look at this. You create by how you feel, what you think, and what you speak. And by the way, that's just Lofi in the background. I don't own the rights to the music, okay? Just in case. Of course, you don't want to receive a little copyright bling, okay? Just to help the cafe get a little bit more relaxed. You may have been using more of your intuition lately with the third eye chakra being here present on the top of this deck over here. And then we have the green man is here, okay? Forces of nature that protect you, okay? So let's get more in tune with this. Hard head makes a soft ass. Let's get it. What is this hard head makes a soft ass here? Get more into this message. Hard head makes a soft ass. Somebody has an altar. Okay. That's what just popped out here. Altar. Okay. They're in some form of illusion here. Hard head makes a soft ass. Somebody's in remembrance that a hard head makes a soft ass. You may be resonating with being an Israelite, okay, from New Guinea. Okay, that's the old map location where they were stealing the Israelites, child. Somebody is missing authenticity. No, none, and missing authenticity, originality, and the sense of self. We have a copycat. Monkey see, a monkey do. Okay. Trying to be an Israelite like you. Okay. In your community. Somebody had an altar on you in your community here. Wow. Okay, now they may be feeling sorrowful, feeling guilty, wants to apologize here, okay? Because it's created some form of conflict in their environment, some sort of disruptions. Wow. Okay. Because they have to stop. They have to stop doing something, child. They got to stop being tyrannical tyrants here. Okay. Maybe somebody's at some form of stagnations or has put a pause to things going on in their life. What's this karmic family looking like Wednesday that somebody didn't realize was a witch? This person is projecting disturbances, chaos here. This person is projecting a form of themselves onto someone else. Could be onto you, collective, okay? Possibly even bribing people, convincing people, or giving some form of temptation here. To cause an inevitable disturbance of some sort, okay? Endless possibilities of chaos, harm. Somebody's bribing somebody to cause you harm, this karmic feminine. Okay. This person may be at a distance. Possibly traveling. Mm-hmm. You possibly have taken a leap of faith and gotten onto your path. You know, you could be a messenger here. Okay. Give me this death. Death. Somebody wanted to put it into your money. Okay. Something you were saving up for. Okay. Some sort of collection that you may have been creating, or something you were putting at preservation or preserving. Okay. Somebody has to let go of this mask and their ego here. What's this? Trying to cause you some form of a trap. Trying to make you walk into a trap has made this person sick, or their health. Maybe they are sick that you are not getting caught up in any forms of a trap. 1111 is here, okay? You're making the best out of a bad situation here because you're a leader. Possibly you have had some form of spiritual awakening. Possibly you and your twin flame are going through a spiritual awakening here, okay? Making the best out of a bad situation. Somebody was trying to trap you because you had some form of a divine love. Okay. This trap was supposed to cause you sickness, or either your twin flame sickness. This possibly was even family, okay, that was coming against you in this way. What else? What else about making the best out of a bad situation, Spirit? Please and thank you. Okay. They wanted you to be trapped in some form of sickness so that you would be a bodega cat. This is like wherever you lay your hat is your home. Some sort of homeless situation. Want you out bad, or needing help, needing some form of assistance here. Okay. But you're at peace. Calm, tranquil. Okay. Something didn't quite work, so somebody's sick over this shit. All right. Give me this bodega cat. What else about this bodega cat making the best out of a bad situation? Somebody was blinded, okay, trying to put you on puppet strings with thrift shop magic, child. Wow. Thrift shop magic, okay, to make you a bodega cat. And wanted you blinded to this truth that they were trying to puppet you, put you on some form of strings using thrift shop magic. Ain't this a bitch? To cause you some form of losses. Okay? When you are the blessing, you were the blessing. Okay? Cause loss to your blessings, to the blessing of marriage with your twin flame, apparently. Wow. Yeah, they were organizing this. Okay? Organizing this over your divine union. Okay? Give me the God body. Okay? You create by how you feel, what you think, and what you speak. You've spoken judgment. You've spoken or felt like or think, feel that someone is getting their karma. What goes around comes around. This is bringing triumph over adversity here. That triumph that we started at here, okay? Triumph over adversity. You'll receive news from afar, okay? This is bringing in triumph that someone is getting their karma. Maybe possibly somebody else is sick. They've left a trail of evidence here, okay? The karma that you are manifesting for someone else is because of your self-love. Because someone was trying to have you overloaded on your level up, okay? Somebody didn't think you belonged where you were going. Something like this. There's evidence of you loving yourself. Somebody needed to go their own way instead of trying to make you their mega project here, okay? because you let your light shine from within, which whatever karmic femme this is who looks like Wednesday from the Addams family, okay, this person is a monkey see, monkey do. Has no originality, has no authenticity, okay? Okay, sound like the fake trying to come up against the real. I don't know where they do that at. Y'all gotta watch these deep fakes, okay? Somebody needs some aid now, some form of help, okay? Maybe even been calling for some form of assistance, okay? They done met their match, trying to do bullshit. That's what it sounds like. Okay. Give me more on this situation. Mercury. We're currently in a Mercury retrograde, okay? Somebody may want to communicate, come back and communicate during Mercury retrograde. This is not recommended or a good time to reconcile with anyone, okay? Somebody may be analyzing how the communication with you would go. They realize now, they remember that a hard head makes a soft ass, okay? All right. What else? Let your mind tell you how. Let your mind tell you how. Communicating with yourself in this situation, okay? We got house 12, okay? Neptune, okay? This is ruled by, Neptune is ruled by Pisces. Pisces is ruled by Neptune in the 12th house, okay? You may be seeking oneness. You're communicating with your higher self at this time. Somebody that's remembering a hard head makes a soft ass is trying to keep their involvement hidden, okay, about this altar they had in the background, okay, in your community. This could be somebody that lives close to you, somebody that you work with, somebody that you're related to as well, okay, because we did see family as well on the bottom of the panther. Ice Queen, ideas preserved, non-action, and entitlement. So this is a hard-headed ass Ice Queen, okay? A karmic femme that looks like Wednesday from the Addams family, okay? And somebody didn't realize that they were a witch. 28 breaks down to 10. This could be about how you're seen in the public, your work, what you do for your career as well, okay? And you have a lot of self-confidence. Leo is here, okay? This could also be about your relationships, okay? Libra is here, ruled by Venus, 7th house. 7th house is the relationships, contracts. This is marriage as well. Could have been a third party to your marriage. Okay. An Ice Queen that's trying to preserve your ideas for your goals, okay, has to stop something, has to stop this altar that they were burning. Maybe doing candle magic at an altar is what I'm getting here. Okay. So something that you may have supposed to have been doing with a partner, this person tried to take your place. Sounds like destiny swapping here. Okay. Use the most business-like way. Okay. You may have been in business mind with this in Capricorn. That's 10th house once again. Okay. Gaia's garden at the bottom of the deck. Fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. Okay. So you are actually putting seeds, planting seeds in a good direction while somebody else is in the background watching, okay, trying to copy what you do. And it's a full-time job, child, in the 6th house, this karmic femme. She's trying to copy you. Under some form of illusion here. 12th house to the 6th house. Look, confirmation. You heard that train horn. Confirmation, double confirmation. Yeah. Learn or teach. Be positive about, grow, and expand. Okay. So So you've been saving bits and pieces of knowledge here. Growing and expanding. Jupiter, also Sagittarius in the 9th house, ruled by Jupiter. Well, Jupiter rules Sagittarius in the 9th house, but this is like philanthropy, higher knowledge, okay? Occult knowledge, travel, okay? You're the web weaver. You're the weaver here in your own situation. Okay, you've put on your Godhead. You've stepped into your higher self, your God body here. Yes, I know that's right. Divine intelligence, okay, is the cause and effect from this expansion that you stepped into in your 9th house. Okay, I heard that. Making the best out of a bad situation. Somebody is self-sabotaging themselves into poverty, into a poverty consciousness. This is giving me somebody that has a lack mindset, doesn't believe in themselves. Okay. So they steal other people's ideas, other people's energy, other people's money, work, men, women. Take it as it resonates. Yeah, this person self-sabotages other people's material wealth, other people's true prosperity here. Wow. This again could be somebody in your 4th house. We have 31 here. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4th house is your extended family. This could be siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles. 4th house also talks about inheritance, your support system, okay? Somebody wanted you to make the best out of a bad situation here and watch you struggle, it looks like. Put you in a trap to be sick, okay? Affect your health in some sort of way using thrift shop magic, child. Ain't this a bitch? The hungry ghosts. Somebody had a secret obsession with this here is what it says. Secretly, scarcity consciousness. Didn't I just say lack mindset, okay? Tried to send some form of health attachment to your spirit. Ain't this about a bitch? Okay? Health attachment to 1 plus 4, that is 5. That's your 5th house. This is your routines, your habits, your daily habits and routines, okay? Wanted you to feel sick or lazy, lethargic, procrastinate on moving toward your own personal goals and dreams here, okay? This was a strategy from a chess queen here. This could have also been somebody you trusted. Again, if this was from your 4th house, this may have definitely been somebody you trusted and communicated with a lot, okay? With this 30 being here on this card, 30 is the house of communication. Okay, somebody's getting disciplined here by Saturn. They have to be realistic about what they're concerned about within your life. Okay, I don't understand it. Like, people need to stay in their lanes. What it sounds like here. Stay in your own lane. What else, Spirit? Venus here. Venus rules Libra in the 7th house. Okay, this was all about a relationship. So maybe somebody wanted you to make the best of a bad situation with your twin flame. Okay, cause poverty consciousness to you or your twin flame or to both of you so that you would self-sabotage your connection. Okay, sisters of the season. Cycles of growth. Natural law and divine order, though, is coming into a situation, okay? You've had some form of transformation here. 17 here, breaking down to 8. Ruled by Pluto, Scorpio. Okay? This is death and rebirth here. You've had a death to the old self, which put a death to this person's attempt to have you making a best out of a bad situation. There was a dragon's duel going on, child. What? Okay. Somebody was trying to possibly have you make some form of conscious choice with an inner conflict that they were trying to cause you. Okay. Yeah, inner conflict to your routines. 2, 3, breaking down to 5. Okay. Your daily habits and routines were in conflict, or this person was trying to attack so that you wouldn't attack your goals. Okay. But you're a web weaver, a map maker of destiny, child. Look at this. Authentic purpose. Okay, this is a part of your purpose. Okay, this person was trying to absolutely affect your free will here. Give me the God body. You realize that you create your own reality by how you feel, what you think, and what you speak here. And your feelings and attitudes about the past, you used your intuition to work through, maybe to even heal, do some shadow work is what I'm picking up on from that. The fire prince. Using optimism and aggression to go after, okay, what you want. This sounds like transmutation, alchemy at its finest here. Even though you may have felt some effects and having some form of inner conflict here, you knew that this was a part of your purpose, okay? To keep your emotions, your feelings in balance, at check, okay? Using your intuition, okay? Being optimistic through a situation that may have looked very dark or even meek at one point, maybe. Ooh. Confirmation. Okay. You may have realized you needed to act like a leader. Sun here. Okay. This is strength. You stood in your power here. Okay. Could be against this 4th house. 40 breaking down to 4 once again. You set an unusual example of doing something in a different way. You've demonstrated this. Okay. You realized you had to do something in a different way, or had to look at something from a different perspective. Maybe you changed your perspective as you grew and transformed. Energized. This is Mars, the I am, Aries. Maybe you had to force yourself into act like the leader of your own situation, okay? And this brought about an unexpected change. Yeah, Swan Queen. Transformation, intuition, and patience, okay? This is what you use to get yourself through a rough situation, or maybe even a difficult rebirth, death and rebirth, okay? Okay. Your purpose, and you know what you had to do here, is a part of serving the collective, okay? Providing details for or of a situation, and do what you must do to get through. Okay, I know that's right. So some karmic film looking like Wednesday from the Addams family is definitely realizing that a hard head makes a soft ass, and these altars and things that they were trying to do to cause some form of change to you and your twin flame or divine union, okay, was trying to cause changes for the blessings that were coming to you, trying to cause damage here, child, okay? Stagnation, so that you wouldn't go after your goals, okay? Realize the day-to-day reality of something. You could be a teacher, spiritual teacher, or providing service to the collective, to uplifting the consciousness of the collective here, okay? You've possibly even been resting and healing, doing some form of meditation here, okay? In hermit mode, yeah. discovering who you are at the core. Looking within yourself. God body, child. You done stepped into your higher self. Stepped into your north node is what I'm getting from that. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Okay, hit the notification bell. Okay, Five of Swords. Somebody's feeling some form of defeat here. Okay. Trying to be some form of competition to you in secret in the background. Hard head makes a soft ass. Somebody's realizing though that a hard head makes a soft ass in this situation that they tried to bring about in your life. Okay. Somebody should have left you the fuck alone is what I'm getting from here. Trying to be on some monkey see, monkey do shit because you're getting justice here. Okay. Justice is the first card out. Page of Swords. Somebody was stalking. Watch you. Look. Watching you so they can monkey see, monkey do. Look. I can't make it up. Okay. Four of Wands. Trying to watch how you bring balance to your own foundation. Okay. Trying to watch how you do something. Okay. You walked away. Maybe you walked away from a twin flame. Maybe you and your twin flame are in separation, or you walked away from a karmic feminine that looked like Wednesday from the Addams Family, doing witch shit in the background, okay, having altars, burning candles, okay, trying to bring some form of ultimate betrayal because of your divine blessings and money, okay, because you're the star, child. Look at this Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles to the star. This person wanted to bring some form of an ending, okay, to a blessing that God was giving you, okay? This could be your divine love, okay? This could also be something tangible, okay? Money, land, a gift that keeps on giving. This could be a career opportunity as well that brought in blessings as well, okay? But you're the star. You're meant to be seen, okay? Somebody couldn't hide your light. So what I'm getting from that. Somebody couldn't leave your star, your light out in the cold. Like, I don't know, how did they think that they were going to do that? Okay, look. Have you out in the cold from your divine union, from your lover, from your, okay, high-level soulmate. This could be, okay, twin flame, once again. From your divine counterpart, okay? Tried to take action to create some form of strife, tension, or something like this, or have you left out in the cold, child? This was unsuccessful. Nine of Cups is in the reverse, okay? Flipped out in the reverse, because none of these cards are reversed here in this deck, okay? Unsuccessful. They're not getting their wishes fulfilled on this here. They might be currently even juggling priorities, making some major decisions here based off their own actions in the past. What else, Spirit? King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Okay. So this person may have wanted to make some form of offer, negotiate with your twin flame or with you. Take it as it resonates. This could be King of Pentacles, male who's very financially stable, okay? Maybe this is a person that recognized your light and that you brought blessings with you here, okay? This could also be a female that's in their masculine energy as well, okay? Saw you standing in your power. Saw you had a lot of strength, a lot of perseverance, a lot of courage here. Give me more on this Knight of Pentacles. I can use another deck. I want to know more about this Knight of Pentacles to the Knight of Cups. I'm sorry, King of Pentacles to the Knight of Cups. Okay, now this could be the same person that wants to bring you an offer. The King of Pentacles, who's financially stable, good with money. Okay, he got it, child. Okay, that wants to negotiate some form of an offer, wants to make some form of proposal. This could be somebody that wants to work with you, or could even want to be with you, child. Okay, in that way. They see you as an empress on your divine path. All right. Okay. Empress, Queen of Cups here. Who's possibly been rejected or missed some form of an opportunity in the past at another offer. Maybe this person tried to offer you something in the past that you missed. This could be because of this karmic feminine that looked like Wednesday from the Addams family, burning candles on the altar. Yeah, because you may have been possibly imbalanced or at an imbalanced, overwhelmed with making decisions here. Okay. Yeah, from your work. True. Okay. Possibly needed some form of truth and clarity, okay, to make a balanced decision at the time that you were possibly blocked from making or something. Okay. Yeah, you possibly, I just saw the Two of Swords, was in denial about this, or maybe, again, blinded from a truth, okay? Somebody needed to let go of this toxicity or this obsession with you, okay? This obsession with your Ace of Pentacles and what you were creating for generational wealth or for long-term stability, okay? Whoa, Hierophant. This could be a contract, marriage. This could be divine intervention, okay? This could also be some form of a group think with conforming beliefs that tried to cause you some sort of a painful ending, some sort of backstab and betrayal in your reality here because of your creative spark and new beginning, child. Look at that, Ace of Wands right there, okay? This creative spark, though, was a gift from God along with this Ace of Pentacles. This was going to bring you, or is bringing you, okay, a gift that keeps on giving. Somebody wanted to put an ending to your creativity, to your new beginning, okay, to the actions that you were taking. Maybe somebody wanted to do this through sex, okay? Attacking the sacral chakra here is what I'm seeing here. Your creative chakra, your womb. Somebody wanted to put an ending to you through your womb, okay? This karmic feminine that looked like Wednesday from Addams family. Ain't that a bitch? Possibly an insecure person, okay? Knight of Wands here, yeah. Very much a non-committal person, okay? So they didn't want you to be committed to your divine union, your divine your twin flame or higher level soulmate here. Okay. Justice to the Chariot, child. You moving forward anyway. Okay. Rolling them on over. Okay. Steamroll, I just saw in my third eye. Okay. Flatten them. Okay. Rolling them over and taking names. Now this person is in regret, feeling sorrow at grief here. Okay. Somebody was trying to control how the way that you committed to your new beginning, okay? Trying to cause betrayals and the way that you showed up, okay? This could be an Emperor energy. Again, domination, control, okay? This person is in grief, sorrow, regret, okay? Gotta be quicker than that. Give me more on this Ten of Swords to the Ace of Wands. Somebody tried to offer your new beginning to someone else. How was that going to happen? Like, what? What? By causing you overburden, high stress, putting you in high stress situations here. But it looks like to me you held on to your belief in God, that God had a blessing for you. Okay, you knew that that creativity that you have or hold, okay, is bringing you the gift that keeps giving, foundational wealth, foundational opportunities. You're walking in your divine purpose and somebody tried to stop you. Where they do that at? Okay. Because of your Two of Cups. Like, oh my God. People are so petty. Like somebody really wanted to stop you from receiving a high devotional love here. And this is because they didn't have it or never have had it, or maybe they settled for a raunchy ass baby daddy or a raunchy ass connection that they didn't have real love, so they didn't want you to have real love. They didn't want you to have a divine love, because there's blessings that keep giving, that God keeps blessing here. Somebody wanted to put an ending to God's favor in your life, okay? To you being seen as God's favorite. Ain't this a bitch? You may be in this Queen of Swords energy. Okay, cut him off, Kathy. Okay. Very diplomatic in your decision making. Okay. Very balanced, truthful, honest. Okay, you speak truth. You stand in truth. You respect truth rather than a lie. And somebody did not know or see this about you. Somebody may have even been in denial about your divine clarity that you give to others, okay? And what your purpose is as well. True. Ace of Swords, okay? Queen of Swords, Two of Swords to the Ace of Swords, okay? She done cut all the swords on right on down, okay? Now somebody, again, feeling defeated. Now, Five of Swords could be jealousy, theft, competition. Looking to win at all costs. Because they sad. Look like to me. Just a sad-ass case. Okay. And they're under judgment. Okay. For waging war, okay, against and having competition with someone who's walking with God. Okay, people that do anything for clout are absolutely confused by people that make sacrifices for God, okay? They think everybody do things for clout just because they do, I guess, okay? This is this person's jealousy and envy. That's what the problem was. Look, Five of Swords is also jealousy here, okay? So something possibly will be coming to you, or news coming to you from afar in the distant future, okay? Somebody tried to have you on puppet strings, put you under some form of manipulation tactics, okay? And they were waiting in expectation here, okay? This could be a mature man. Could be that King of Pentacles that was trying to cause you some form of strife, or your King of Pentacles could be your divine love. Take it as it resonates here. Okay, but somebody in the background was definitely looking to take control of your new beginning, of your creative spark, of your God-given talent and abilities here, okay? I don't know where they do that at. Now, I can see if somebody went to school and learned how to do something, but something that's given by God cannot be controlled or taken away from somebody. Let's do things with sensible action and within reason, people, okay? A courthouse is in reverse here. Somebody may have some legal issues going on. Maybe they tried to cause you some form of legal issues, but you're getting justice. Okay. A whole ass King of Wands that tried to control your chariot. A chariot can also represent legal action as well. Cops is involved in something here. Wow. This could be at a distance. You may have to travel in the near future. Okay, because news is coming to you. We already see this is a part of an outcome. You will receive news from afar about something or about a situation because you triumph over adversity here, okay? Commitment is at the bottom of the deck. This is all about your commitment. This was over some sort of love, divine love, a man that somebody was putting death magic over. Child, look at this, just as desperate. Oh, what they do for love these days. What you won't do for love. We tried everything, but you gon' give up. Somebody did a death ritual, child, for you transition, okay? But you intuitively knew, Ice Queen. Okay, this is also the Queen of Swords as well. Wow. Okay, this Queen of Swords is back here. Stressed because you have some form of divine love. You may be this Queen of Swords. This could be air sign. Okay, Virgo, Libra, cusp. Could be Gemini, Aquarius. So what came out first? Okay, Intuitive Kev and the Ice Queen. So you may know that something is happening at a distance that you may need to go toward. You may already have picked this up intuitively. This is your confirmation. Somebody was doing death rituals over you in the background as well. This could be from a distance. Wow. Okay. They were trying to actually have you transition, child, so you wouldn't get into your divine contract and get unexpected money. Okay. You may be this high priestess energy. Okay, all seeing, all knowing. Able to see beyond the veil. Access to ancient wisdom. Higher knowledge. Knowing of occult knowledge. This is something like somebody that is not studied, but just has an inner knowing of the way the world works here. Okay? Through self-love. Okay? Because you're ascending. Look at that. And somebody's in the background. This Jezebel is saying hello to prison, child. Look at because of some unexpected money. Some spirit is saying hello and putting their ass in prison, okay? This Jezebel. Okay. That tried to interfere in your relationship because you were in your North Node, okay? Putting in work and efforts here. This is, again, like you've cleared up some sort of curse, some generational curse, some sort of, you may be a generational curse breaker here. I just picked up here. Putting in the work, okay? The shadow work, okay? Against your oppositions, okay? Against your own demons, against your own shadows is what I'm picking up with that. Now this is calling in karma. We saw earlier what comes around goes around, okay? You're an earth angel, okay? And a rising star with a twin flame union, okay? And your twin flame is enamored with you, in love, child, okay? In love. What's after that? In love. Enamored. And somebody, look, jealous and envious tried to cause some change. Look, I can't make it up. Okay, intuitive cab deck is intuitively confirming here. Okay, this opposition tried to cause some form of endings. Okay, to a star seed because they have animosity, child, that you are a star seed. Ain't this a bitch? Get out my business. That's why this person is getting karma. Get out of my business. Eyes on your own paper for trying to bind you here. Now they're in concern, this Jezebel, okay, because they binded themselves to a karmic masculine that they thought was your divine twin flame. Wow, you're a high honor earth angel here. Look at that. Well, this person all up in your damn business, watching from afar, got it all wrong, okay? They tried to take the wrong damn person. They tried to take the wrong person, and you won't be in poverty, okay? This person is going to prison possibly for trying to steal unexpected money from you, okay? Because of this obsession that they had, okay? They just couldn't let it go. Look how she looking, child. Look. Just as silly. Okay, we know it's a karmic fam around here looking like Wednesday, okay? In the community, okay? Yes, look, something about this community. I don't know if it's where you live, where you work, where you eat at, where you play at. I don't know, child, but somebody in your community, in your social network, okay, was lusting after you being single, sexy, and successful, okay? And in the distant future, you'll have your manifestations come into fruition here, okay? Well, somebody has to deal with going to prison for creating some form of false documents, statements, okay? Signing some form of agreements. Look, we have the pen there. Somebody may have forged your signature on some shit here. Wow. While you have faith and self-love, okay, because you're a sweetheart ascending child and going into your high priestess, looking behind the veil, and you know you're abundant with a divine masculine here, and your divine masculine is getting the message. He is surprised, maybe even in emotional pain about a house, okay, and child here, okay, a child that was creating some form of destruction over his real love. Wow. Health concern there. We said somebody is sick over this shit. Over the shit that they tried to do. Over the shit that they tried to put over you. Over your divine favor. I don't get it. People just be wasting their damn time, wasting their life away, trying to do something to somebody else, block somebody else's shit. You're only causing blockages for your damn self at the end of the day when you're trying to block someone else. Okay? So maybe that's how somebody is remembering that hard head making a soft ass in this situation here. Okay, maybe they now remember that trying to block someone else only blocks themselves here. You cause strife and difficulty for someone else, you will always get that karma tenfold, okay? You think you're doing somebody else something, and okay, you done fucked around and tied yourself up, okay? Got yourself all caught up, okay? Let's see. Oh, this could be somebody in a mafia sort of thing. Doesn't have to be Russian. Okay. Could have some form of mafia ties. Okay. Seeks truth from reliable sources here. This is possibly what you do. You conduct investigations, find witnesses, okay, and check backgrounds, child. Queen of Swords energy. Yes. Okay. Definitely. Trying to fight thoughts of suicide, this karmic fam, okay? Meanwhile, you've stepped in your God body. If anybody has a problem, tell them to go get in line and talk to God about it, okay? I can't, okay? Because you done stepped in your God body. You ain't got time to deal with no foolishness and messy shit. That's what I'm getting from that. So let's get some final messages on this and close this message on out. Like, comment if you resonate. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell as well. Okay? Alright. Get some final messages here. Ballet shoes, airplane. Look, again, travel, long distance. Okay? You're definitely doing some traveling and getting news from a distance. Okay? Maybe you're leaving something behind at this time as well. Putting in some effort. Okay? You're laser focused, treading lightly, okay? Water carrier, thunderstorm, airplane, ballet shoes, person of fire. Okay, you could be this humanitarian, okay, that has excellent communication skills. Maybe you're a benefactor of something here, it looks like. Having a lot of compassion. Very humane and helpful. Somebody may be in their emotions. They're going through some form of destruction. Maybe they caused this themselves. Destruction here, conflict here. Trying to cause you conflict. There's been an energy shift here. Again, what goes around comes around. Somebody's getting some karma in this energy. A backfire here is what I just picked up. Okay. 5 in Scorpio, there has been a transformation here in your routines here. So maybe somebody affected your routines. Maybe you slowed down just to speed up. Maybe this was God's way of allowing you to get some rest through a situation. Maybe somebody thought something was affecting you that absolutely was not. Here's what I'm getting from that. Okay, because your speed had you breaking free here, leaving something behind, an internal guidance system that threw you off. Okay, you're now going the distance here, getting things in control. Okay, you're taking off here. Okay, maybe you had to set up boundaries here as well. Okay, with certain individuals, certain situations. Okay. And now you're standing in poise and grace, treading lightly, balancing, okay? Creating balance by honing your skills and possibly bringing forth endurance, your own strength in a situation here. Maybe you showed yourself that you're a real expert. You have a lot of expertise, okay? Curtain call, child. Okay. Okay. Celebrity. Didn't we see that star? You're meant to be seen. You're in the spotlight for something. Crystal ball. Using your intuition here. Okay. You've had a self-transformation here. And now you'll be celebrating here. Okay. Something may have gone out of control because of your celebrations, or something again with friends and family here. Okay. Still, your unselfish compassion to others develops and cultivates, infuses culture, okay? It develops over time, okay? This will become and remain unchanged within you, okay? Because you're a phoenix rising, yes. Again, transformation being indicated. You're an eternal soul. Your rebirth will destroy other people's projections into your life. Okay, that fire from the phoenix is giving me, it burns away old contracts here. Okay, contracts that you didn't necessarily agree to. Okay, not verbally, physically, not with a signature or anything else. Okay, and you'll be mastered and pushed forward here with self-improvement, influence, strength, and power here. Yes. So I'm going to end this message here. I thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. All right? And that notification bell will bring you back on to the shack. Later, alchemists.